You can see it says 1 cent right there, and it's got the wheat ears or whatever they call them. I'm about to go hit the beach, but there's a huge police presence. We got a couple cars up there, and we got 3 cars down here, and certainly not sure what's going on, but definitely has a you know, kind of a vibe. I'm sure hoping everybody's okay. Yeah, sounds like maybe an alarm went off, or have they made access? Have they made access yet?
Huh?
Have they made access?
Yeah, they found downstairs open, they said.
Because I was saying, like, sometimes my alarm, like, especially in these winds,
Yeah.
will
But that front door was open and the downstairs.
oh, both doors were open.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They just spoke to the owners. They're wondering if they got firearms. You know, he had guns
In
on
the
front of
house. Oh. Because you have some homeless dude gets a hold of them or whatever.
Yeah,
Smart.
he got his AR-15 out. I've never
Well,
seen that.
no, neither have I. I don't know in Laguna if I've ever even seen AR-15. LA, yeah, but it's not a with a silencer.
Yeah, it looks like a silence.
Isn't that what that is?
Or a muzzle flash.
Oh, maybe it's a muzzle flash thing. You might be right.
Like a silencer.
Yeah, I don't know a ton about guns, but it looks pretty intimidating anyway you slice
A
it.
muzzle flash.
God, I
It
don't.
looks like a silencer.
Yeah, it looks legit. Does not look like a. Yeah, doesn't look like a toy.
No.
Well, I sure hope nobody broke in. That would suck. Just really screws with your, you know what I mean? Screws with your security.
All right, I gotta go upstairs.
Have a good one. Nice to meet you. Ben, right? Ed. Ed. God, it wasn't even close. Not even the right. Have a good one, Ed. Nice to meet you, man. What'd you guys do now? I knew I shouldn't have taken that lobster. Have a good one, you guys. All right, here we are. All right, here we are. One of my favorite beaches. Really probably my top 3 or 4 favorite beaches. I just love it here. Super high tide. Definitely not ideal conditions, but I did notice that we have a cut down here, and with that cut there could be, and I repeat, could be some targets, but it's not really what I would consider a good big cut, and it's new sand, so we'll see what we get. All right, this is what we're working with. A pretty decent swell. Got extreme tide, so it's a really, really high tide right now. Look down here, there is a cut. It's not a really great cut because most of this is new sand, but I'm gonna walk down there and see if we can find anything. Guarantee we're gonna get wet, so I do have my waterproof headphones on as usual. All right, we got a big wave coming right behind me. Pretty substantial. I did just get a little piece of iron. little piece of iron. Something here. Sounds actually like it might be a high tone. It's getting a little bit of a chirp. I'm inclined to believe it's going to be a coin. It says 95, which is oftentimes no relation to what the target is, but I do believe it's in the scoop. So I'm hoping a whole bunch of people swimming way out there. It is pretty as hell right now. I don't know if hell's pretty, but it's very pretty right now. Okay, we got a dime. There we go, first coin. It's I think that's a dime. Now that might, you never even know, that might actually be silver. It's covered. Yeah, it actually might even be a copper penny that's really worn down. Whatever it is, it's been out here a long time. I'm gonna have to do some closer inspection on that. Oh, I think I see, yeah, nope, I see a memorial penny. Give you guys another scenic view. Way out there, there's 3 people swimming. Again, I know you guys see a lot of this beach with me, but I just can't get over it. It truly is one of those true treasures, even if you don't find anything out here. Just want to kind of show you guys exactly what we're looking at. See if we can find a target or two out here. Most of this is new sand, so this cut is not necessarily, you know, older material. Although that coin I found, that penny, has been out here a long. Ooh, way behind me. This sounds really good. But I have not had the opportunity to dig at all yet. They do have some rocks rolling around out here too. Okay. Scoop in the ground. I'm gonna wait until this wave goes through. I'm hoping, man, there's another big one right behind you too. Yeah, it's eating away that cut right there. Now, if this was old sand, that would be covered with targets out here. You still hope you get some push from down below, and we might. We're right about high tide right now, so it's not going to be a whole lot of reprieve from what's going on. It's funny, I'm kind of standing on a rock right now. I do not want to dislodge whatever this is until I know I got an opportunity to actually dig it. Okay, this looks like it's a smaller one. Looks like it may not come all the way up here. It's still down there. Oh, there's that big wave. It's not as big as they have been, but it's definitely enough to wash it right on out. Man, this thing sounds great. It's actually a quarter. Not even remotely close to a nail. Alright, so we're a quarter and a penny in. I got a high tone that's really not being obscured. So I'm kind of thinking, well, it's funny, I was going to tell you it was a quarter, and now I'm going to tell you it's a zinc penny, because first time I saw it, it was in the 80s, and now it's in the 60s. But it's a pretty solid tone. And oh, it's a dime. All right, halfway in between. So 2 dime. No, that's actually my first dime. So all I need is a nickel. Another high tone. Sounded like iron, so I didn't even film it. And it is what's left of, I think that might be what's left of a dime, but again, I'm kind of encouraged I'm finding these old coins, because that means maybe, just maybe, there's some good stuff. Oh, there's kind of a clean quarter. It was down deep, so it's interesting that it's that clean. Right out of the hole, it should be a legitimate high tone. Thinking zinc penny. That's what I'm thinking. Hey, I nailed it. Well, I didn't get a nail, I got a zinc penny. Yeah, got a little high tone here. 59.60, I'm thinking zinc penny. I don't see it yet. Should be in the scoop. There it is. Zinco Penio. Almost spendable. Yeah, not quite. It's chewed up on one corner. Sounds like all iron, but you never know. Bobby pin. Come on, Ricky Bobby. All right, back at the beach. Beautiful day. I mean, really crazy beautiful. For all intents and purposes, looks like a bit of a summer day. It's what we have, what we call Santa Ana winds offshore, which means the wind is actually blowing from the mountains down to the sea, opposite of what are normal, wind patterns. And what that does is it actually creates an uplift in the waves. So as you see, the waves are kind of spraying backwards, and that's from the wind blowing them, blowing back towards them. It's the optimal conditions for surfing. What it does is it actually opens up the wave where you can do what's called tube riding or barrel riding, and the wave stays open so that when you're in it, in fact, this one right here should be a good one, and nobody's out there. There's hardly anybody in the water, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, if you look, watch this wave right here. It'll actually, not that one, but this one right here should be a really good one. And if I was still surfing much, I'd be really thrilled with that. And it just breaks perfectly. Look at that. It's about as good a wave as you could get for the size of it. It's not a huge wave, but it's just a perfect shaped wave. There is a little bit of a cut left. We'll just see if we can find anything. All right, my first good target. I've had a little bit of iron, and this one sounded like all iron, but I do believe it's going to be a coin. It's right there. It says 69. Probably going to be a zinc pen or a copper penny, and I think it is a copper penny. Oh, I dropped it. So first decent target, copper penny. I have a barely audible. It says a -19. And it's making a little tiny bit more noise. Ooh, I think it may be out, which is not a good sign. Nope. Still down there. Now it sounds like all iron. Ooh, now it sounds really good. Might be a nickel. That is really wild. 27. I think I see a nickel. Just as easily could have been a gold ring. Now that's what I'm listening for. Almost nothing. All right, got another almost nothing tone here. Everything's going to be really deep. There's a lot of new sand. I know the guys came out here yesterday. I wasn't able to come, and did pick up quite a few targets. So I don't know that I'll find much, but I think that might be a quarter. That was not even a recognizable tone, and it was a -16 to -18, and now it says it's in the 80s. So that oftentimes might be a quarter. Let's find out. That's a dime. Yeah. All right, so I've got 1 penny, 1 dime, and 1 nickel. I've had 3 coins so far total, so all I need is a quarter. Getting just a inkling of a tone here. Kind of hoping my wind sock, or you know, microphone, what I think is going to be iron. Yeah, I can see a little iron wire right there. Oh, I think it was a bobby pin at one point in time. Yep, that's a bobby pin. Right. Another barely audible -19. Tiny bit of a chirp, but still -19. Okay, out. Now it's saying 80s to 90s. I think I just saw a yellow dime. There it is. A little yellowish greenish dime. Alright, so still need a quarter. 4 coins in. Now this is a really odd signal. Sounds a lot like maybe a piece of wire or something. Should be right there. What is that? Yeah, little piece of a nail. Yeah, this is perfect color for Pirate Mike. Fluorescent green. Somebody's VIP wristband. And that'll go in my pouch and into a trash can. There you go. Makes me feel VIP. Out of the very bottom of that huge hole, did get something. I don't know what it is. I think it's high tone. Sounds horrible, but it really almost didn't make any noise at all, which is gonna mean I'm gonna have to really be diligent about what I'm hearing. And it is a copper penny. See if we get lucky and maybe, just maybe, will be an old one. Nope, it's a memorial. All right, tell you, man, this is some stuff where you cannot for the life of yourself tell you what's in the hole until you get it out. And I think we have another dime. That is indeed, that looks like to me, another dime. I'm thinking another dime maybe. There's something right here. I think it's going to be, I think that's going to be a 10 stake or something, because it just sounds huge and very loud. I'll see if we can rinse the first target out. I may go after that, take a couple scoops, but I kind of think just the way it's ringing up, it's going to be a 10 stake in that second target. But, okay, yep, another dime, as expected out of that first hole. Now, let's go see if there's any chance. Just sounds too big. Sounds very 10 stakey based on my experience. This will be my last scoop right here. All right, I got a 10 stake out of that massive hole right there. I knew it was a 10 stake. I just wanted it out of the ground. It's Rusty's cousin Rusty. Zinco Penio. All right, see if you guys can hear this. Probably not, because it's so quiet, but that is what I'm listening for. Negative 18. So really not. Now all of a sudden it has a tiny, and I mean a tiny bit of a high tone squeak, and it's bouncing around from the negatives to the 90s.
Jim Fun with Jim.
Hey, just a second, I gotta pull my phone off my neck, off my thing. All right. This thing sounds amazing. It's 33, which is pretty high. Kind of thinking bad, you know, beat up zinc penny. But it's just got this great, now it's 36. Oh, I think I'm feeling something big. Oh well. What is that? Feels huge, whatever the heck it is. It is definitely something large. Part of a lobster trap, I think. Yep. Well, we'll put this up here and get it on the way back. I've been getting a lot of copper pennies, but this one is actually a wheat penny. So we can get it cleaned up enough where you can kind of see the back of it. And you can see it says 1 cent right there, and it's got the wheat ears or whatever they call them. There you go, wheat penny down. I'm not unhappy with that. There's part of me that's sure hoping this is going to be a quarter, because if it is, that means I've done it. The you know what. It's not, which it's not. It's a dime. Dang it. All right, there it is, first quarter. We now have the you know what. I won't say the word, but it rhymes with Eichel. This is what a nickel sounds like. Horrible. It's covered in black sand. Almost didn't even hear it, it was so bad. So if you look at how much black sand is there, look at that. It's a lot of black sand. Now if I put it down, I'll bet it'll sound like a 27, 28. 28, 29. Sounds just fine now. Huh. That's what I'm working with. So I've been having a lot of problems in the last 10 minutes with my detector, giving me all sorts of false readings. This was stuck right there. And and I couldn't get rid of this. It would just keep me giving me these crazy false signals. Right now it says there's something great. Look at that. That cracks me up. I could not for the life of me figure out what it was. So before you want to throw your machine in the ocean, you may want to see if there's a zinc penny stuck behind the shaft. Pretty funny stuff. I haven't been filming is I'm almost completely out of batteries. I forgot to charge my batteries, both on my detector and for my GoPro. So but I'm getting ready to leave. So there is, and I've gotten a ton of coins. But here's another copper penny. Is a memorial, but still a copper penny. And yeah, like I said, it is absolutely beautiful. Just gorgeous out here. I'm mind blown there's not more people surfing. I got another high tone right here, getting ready to head off the beach. It's a pretty solid high tone, which is making me a little nervous. All right, should be in the scoop. But it is a really weird sounding target. Oh, quarter. All right. That means I have a bi, rhymes with Eichel, 2 Eichels. Again, I didn't say it. All right, here's the wrap-ups. We had 2 different beaches. The first beach didn't give us much. It was some serious waves to work with, obviously. You guys saw that. Did get a little bit of iron, got some, you know, little pieces of paper clips and bobby pins and part of a 10 stake and a complete 10 stake. I did get 3 pennies, one of which is copper. I got 2 dimes, one of which is missing at least half of its original weight. And I got 2 quarters, so no cycle there. Beach number 2, I got a lot of trash off the beach. I did get this very important wristband, so I'm sure it gets me into some sort of pool party or something someplace. I have no idea where. Thought the color was pretty appropriate, though. I did get some bottle caps, as always. Love the plastic bottle caps. They're everywhere. When I say love it, I'm not telling the truth. Got some iron, as always. Got a little bit of copper junk, pull tab. Got one of these. Does anybody know what that is? I do. That is the end of a pocket knife. And if you ever look at a pocket knife, whoops, imagine that the middle of my finger is wood and there would be 2 of these at either end. So I'll try to put a picture up and show you what that looks like. So anyway, I find those relatively often. Not a ton, but I do find them. I did get 10 pennies, 8 of which are copper, 2 are zinc. I got 3 nickels. I got 8 dimes, and I got 2 quarters, which means I did get a bicycle, 2 cycles. I did also get 1, count it, 1 wheat penny. So that would, I guess, be the claim to fame for these hunts. And again, very realistic. I need people to know that I have some really realistic hunts, and these are 2 of them. I also, sometime in the near future, I'm going to take all of these coins and I'm going to put them in the tumbler. I'm also going to go through all these zinc pennies and see if there are any that are spendable. Any that are not spendable are going to go into the bad penny jar. But I do want to kind of video that just so you guys can kind of see what comes out of there. Oftentimes I find good coins. Last time I did it, I found 2 Mercury dimes. I found an Indian head penny, a bunch of wheatback pennies, and 2 Buffalo nickels as well. So, you know, you never know what's really in there until you tumble it. You know, I think I see it. I don't do, you know, I would say the best job of looking through every single coin. So obviously I missed some, but I'd be willing to bet there's probably some wheatback pennies I didn't see at the beach and that are in there. But I did pay for my Equinox 900 and my titanium scoop and the handle, all using the last time I cleaned up my change. I think it was about $1,700 total. So pretty good little change cleanup. That was over several years, so this is not going to be nearly as much, but we'll see what's in there. Be interesting. I might do a contest to see if anybody could guess what's in the bag before I start tumbling it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. That might be a lot of work on my end. So anyway, and if you're interested in CKG products, now through the end of the year, I do have a 10% off discount. You just have to go into CKG, put your order together. At the end of the checkout, it has discount code. Enter PIRATEMIKE, one word, PIRATEMIKE, and that is in the description of this video. Thanks again for watching. Hey guys, Pirate Mike here. Just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I have no idea why I do this, but every time I find a $50 at the beach, I stick it in my eye. Again, I sure hope you like my channel, and thank you again for watching and for subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. really love it if you guys would subscribe. You can just click on my head right here, or you can watch either of these two videos.